City 17. Strictly under Combine control. Full of security checkpoints. And ferocious beatings were a common occurrence. After the shocking news was released that Gordon Freeman had disappeared at Nova Prospect, most citizens lost hope that things would ever return back to normal. But the assumed death of the one true free man sparked outrage with the underground resistance, and a desperate plan was made by the leaders to launch a full-on assault on the Combine. The resistance fighters were aiming for the train station, as they could defend it well and execute guerrilla-style warfare from that location once it was secured. They used a collapsed wall as an entrance to surprise the Combine, who were greatly outnumbered but better equipped. Once the rebels entered the main hall, they soon came under fire. The resistance leaders used battering ram-style tactics to swarm the Combine. Though this was effective in overwhelming them, it also meant heavy losses were endured. Other Combine units in the station had been notified on the rebel assault and were awaiting them in several other halls. The tight corridors were the most dangerous, as the large group of rebels were easy targets when they were close together in a big mass. The rebels reached the security checkpoint where the Combine had set up defenses. Higher-ranking soldiers were returning fire, but the rebel soldiers spread through the halls to keep the Combine pinned down. An unlucky grenade took out one of the resistance leaders, and in response the whole rebel army madly charged through the checkpoint. The armor the Combine were wearing protected them against a lot of shots, but eventually the rebels managed to clear out the checkpoint. The rebels had to move along a railway track for a while to reach the entrance to the next hall. The Combine had set up a trap, as several soldiers were waiting for them to go through. The first who entered were greeted with lead, but the few Combine soldiers were no match for the rebels who broke through. At the end of the next corridor lay the final hall, where several Combine soldiers had set up defenses as well. The long corridor made it difficult for individuals to break through, especially since several elite Combine soldiers held up here. But for a massive group who would fight as one, the corridor could easily be overcome. Like before, the rebels used the wide spacing of the hall to their advantage, as the Combine soldiers got shredded with bullets. Once the station had been cleared out, the rebels set up a group attending to their fallen comrades. The rest had little time to mourn, as they were heading to the surface to secure their victory over the station.